The Twitter board doesn't like Elon? Let's find out. As we've all been aware of Elon's intentions of buying Twitter and the ongoing efforts from both sides, Twitter's adopted a new measure called the poison pill. For today's video, we're going to be discussing this situation in detail. Without further ado, let's dive right in. To fight off Elon's effort to buy Twitter, Twitter's board of directors has adopted a limited-term shareholder rights plan called a poison pill that could make it even harder for Elon Musk to acquire the company. The poison pill provision, announced in a press release a few days ago, preserves the right of Twitter shareholders other than Musk to acquire more shares of the company at a comparatively cheap price, effectively diluting Musk's stake. The provision will be triggered if Musk or any other investor acquires more than 15% of the company's shares. Musk currently owns around 9% of Twitter's shares. The move marks an effort by Twitter's board to gain back at least some control in the deal after Musk's spectacular purchase offer. The poison pill, a corporate anti-takeover defense mechanism, won't necessarily stop Musk's bid in its tracks, but it could make buying the company more expensive or force Musk to the negotiating table with the board. The rights plan will reduce the likelihood that any entity, person, or group gains control of Twitter through open market accumulation without paying all shareholders an appropriate control premium or without providing the board sufficient time to make informed judgments and take actions that are in the best interest of the shareholders, the company said in its statement. Musk's first ever public statement after Twitter's announcement came on April 22nd in the afternoon, through a quote tweet of a Twitter poll by the account at BTC_archive asking, "Do you want Elon Musk to buy Twitter?" "Thanks for the support," the billionaire wrote while sharing the poll, which at the time had a majority of respondents voting yes. Musk did not respond to a request for comment from CNN Business. The Tesla and SpaceX CEO, on the 21st of April, offered to acquire the shares on Twitter he doesn't own for $54.20 per share. $54.20 per share, valuing the company at $41.4 billion. That represents a 38% premium over the closing price on April 1st, the last trading day before Musk disclosed that he had become Twitter's biggest shareholder, and an 18% premium over its closing price. The deal offer came 10 days after Musk first disclosed that he had become Twitter's largest shareholder. He's since been concealed by Vanguard Group. The offer capped off a short-lived 10-day period during which Musk revealed he'd become the company's largest shareholder, accepted a position on the board only to ditch it, and tweeted throughout about how Twitter may be dying and should consider eliminating the W from its name, among other suggestions. The company now appears to be prepping what could be a lengthy acquisition drama. Let's go back. I'm sorry. This is for kids. I'm going to start from "and tweeted." And tweeted throughout about how Twitter may be dying and should be considering different options, among other suggestions. The company now appears to be prepping for what could be a lengthy acquisition drama. We don't know if we're looking forward to that or not. Wedbush analyst Dan Ives called the poison pill a foreseeable defensive measure by Twitter's board and added, "We believe Musk and his team expected this poker move." Ives also noted that there is a risk that Twitter's plan could get challenged by Musk or other shareholders in the court, which could put the board in the position of defending that the plan was in the best interest of the shareholders. Not only that, but there also seems to be genuine doubts about whether Musk, a successful but sometimes unpredictable entrepreneur who ended up in hot water with regulators in 2018 after falsely suggesting that he'd secured funding to take Tesla private, is serious about moving forward with the deal, which makes total sense to us. We never know if he's actually serious. Despite being the richest man in the world, there are questions about how he would come up with the cash to finance the nearly $42 billion deal. Musk himself acknowledged in an interview on the 21st that closing a deal would be interesting, saying, "I'm not sure I'll actually be able to acquire it." Twitter's stock fluctuated a bit on the same day, but remained mostly flat, closing around $45. Anyway, this wraps up our video for today. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think Elon's serious? And will he be able to buy Twitter and make the changes he suggested? Let us know the answer to these questions in the comments below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.